6:16 and time now for What's Trending. Well, Friday might be a day to go for a stroll on the boardwalk. It's National Play Monopoly Day. So this National Day calendar says Elizabeth Magie created Monopoly in 1902 and the Park Brothers began manufacturing it. And that has allowed an estimated 500 million people to play the game since 1935. The object is to own all of the land on the board and bankrupt everyone else. But win or lose, plenty of people enjoy playing Monopoly. It's considered one of the most popular board games in the world. And I heard about the Park Brothers, but I didn't hear about Magie. So that's why I was like, really? But that's really cool there, of course, with the creation. But yeah, every time I play Monopoly, I have a good time, but I get mad.
I feel like there's always a point where someone's ready to flip the board because my sister, Nancy, shout out, she always won no matter what. She was always banker and she always won and I always got so upset.
Yeah, right. I mean, and a funny little note too as well about this, and this is a coincidence. When I traveled home to my college over in Macomb, Illinois, shout out to Western Illinois University, it's actually her birthplace. There's a sign posted over there. Magie, inventor of Monopoly, was actually born in Macomb. Coincidentally. That's what the sign says, so cool. I mean, I'm taking it for what the sign says, so it's very interesting there. A
cool
little bit of a tidbit there, so that's really interesting to learn about that as well.
Yeah, well, awesome. Well, something else that's really cool and interesting is roads on Christmas Island were closed as they were turned scarlet, with thousands of red crabs emerging from the forest to begin their annual migration journey to the ocean on the island off the coast of Western Australia. Large numbers of red crabs huddled to climb the crab bridge built to help the creatures cross the road, while multiple roads were also closed to protect the animals. According to Parks Australia, the annual migration starts with the first rainfall of the wet season, usually in October or November, but can sometimes be as late as December or January. Red crabs all over the island, up to the millions in numbers, leave their homes at the same time and start marching towards the ocean to mate and spawn, creating a red flame spectacle on the island. After mating, the male crabs would journey back to the jungle first, as the females stay behind to burrow for about 2 weeks to lay their eggs. Each female crab can produce up to 100,000 eggs, which she holds in a brood pouch, Parks Australia said.
That's a lot of crabs.
Yeah, those crabs are massive too. Those are almost as big as that spider we showed the other day.
Oh.
I'll take crabs over spiders, honestly. In this case.
Yeah, I would definitely.
What would you think if you saw a bunch of red crabs strolling down the street?
I honestly would be curious.
Yeah, I'd probably take a picture or something, and far away, they're really beautiful.
You had mentioned earlier, I wonder if we could eat them.
I know, I wonder.
I think you can, because you hear about all these places that go crab fishing and everything else. So I think there's most crabs you can eat, but obviously you may want to check on the regulations or whatever guidance is out there just in case.
Yeah, I think that's probably very, very important to do.
Yeah, but meanwhile, though, one thing that's also going to make you laugh a little bit is this next story. The snowplows in a fleet of the Vermont Agency of Transportation have been renamed by students from schools across the state. The plows in a fleet visited children at schools across the state so the kids could see their school names on the heavy machinery. Each plow was renamed for schools, which are now on the sides of the vehicles. The students were very creative. Take a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi, the name chosen by the students at Orchard School in South Burlington. From Middlebury's Bridge School came Plowy McPlowface. Bakersfield Elementary and middle schoolers got to meet Jennifer Snopez, and the plow's finger-licking orange color had kids at Charleston Elementary School dubbing their plow Dorito. It turns out the Star Wars theme was very popular, and other Star Wars themed plows include Baby Snowda, Darth Blader, and a similar Snow Begone Kenobi. Oh my goodness, that is very interesting there, and honestly a little bit of a mouthful too. I mean, I gotta give these kids some credit for coming up with some of these names.
Yeah, I think it's really impressive, and it's fun that they're able to kind of connect with the kids, and it's something silly like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good outreach too for farther down the line. It's hey, because they could always use some help in the snow plowing department. I mean, I know we get a lot of snow up here, and plowing's needed.
I didn't realize there were so many snow, what's the word?
Snow plows?
Snow plow, not analogies. Oh my goodness, what's the word?
I don't know.
Puns?
Puns, thank you.
Okay.
Snow plow puns. That is the word I was looking for.
There you go.
Coming in to save the day
There you
today.
go. And usually you're good at puns.
I know, I wasn't punny enough today.
Wow.
That's all right. It's Friday. Oh, I got it.
Nice one there.
Took me a
So,
second.
good way to do some puns as we wrap up a Friday, right?